What's up, America? Neil here with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk briefly, and I want to talk a little bit. This is a topic that would be huge and would take weeks to go over. But I want to talk about one-man clearing, and I want to I don't do a lot of these because I don't want to encourage people to do this. If you think someone's in your home, obviously you should call the police. However, there is a small percentage of time where I realize, you're your own first responder. You come in and you think that your children are in the house and the door's kicked in. You may opt to go in that room, okay? And you may be by yourself. So although this should be the last ditch option, I do understand realistically this may come out. So I want to talk about a couple things. What I really wanted to break down in this whole deal of clearing a room, especially by yourself, is a term that we use. It's called let it breathe. It's regarding the entranceway, right? The threshold of a doorway. So I want to show you some angles and some concepts of why we do what we do. We have the door here, and by the way, as you guys watch this, we also did an additional video just for patrons on actually accessing doors and manipulating handles and whatnot with one hand, so definitely check that out. But what I really want to, and again, this could be weeks long, so I'm just picking one specific topic, one in particular. And this is a scenario where we're starting to clear a room, an unknown area, if you will, an unknown room. There's no active stimulus, meaning I don't hear gunfire. So if obviously I come home and the door's kicked in and I hear gunfire, that's what we call an active stimulus. That's what we call a hasty entry, and we're going to be going to that stimulus. We're going to bypass a lot of the things that we would normally do, taking our time and methodically clearing an area. And again, I don't have a team with me, it's just me. So these are some keys when we're by ourselves, but this is something that we would use anytime we come to our doorway. So first off, we want to understand the door itself and how it opens, which is super simple to do. Obviously, we know what side by the door handle, but more importantly, what side the hinges are on. And again, I get into more detail on the Patreon video about that. But in this particular case, the only time, I want you guys to think about this for a minute, and here's the concept I want you to take from today. The only time the person on the other side of this door could any way predict when I'm coming through is if I come through at the moment I open the door. I'll show you guys what it looks like from your perspective on this side. I'm going to go on the other side of this door, and you're going to be the bad guy in this way, okay? So again, the concept here is letting the door breathe, which I'll get to in a second. I'm going to show you the wrong way and what it would look like on your side as far as predictability. What we're trying to accomplish here is if this person is in here or gets caught and now wants to defend themselves in this area as I meet them, okay? We're kind of ambush the ambusher, so to speak. So you guys are the bad guys in this case, and I'm going to show you the wrong way that we would do this with my trusty blue gun, okay? So you're the bad guy. I'm going to come up to the doorway, I'm going to pop the door, and I'm going to immediately jump out to try to start clearing the room. So it'll look like this. Okay? So the second that door opens, I'm going to be in the doorway. The only time that you guys could possibly predict that I'm going to appear in the doorway is just like that. Door opens, bam, I'm in there. So now I'm going to show you what the term let it breathe, or how we would do this, again, without an active stimulus, where I'm trying to clear a room, high potential, there's a bad guy in here, and I want to ambush him before he can ambush me. So this is what it would look like. So now I'm on the outside, inside this room. I'm going to approach the door, I'm going to pop the door, and I'm going to let it breathe. Okay, so the point of that one is, and we can keep moving around the door in the manner where we can see most of the room if there wasn't a bad guy immediately there. The point of this is, as you saw, the door pops open, and guess what happens? Nothing. Nothing at all. Because then you have no idea when I'm going to appear in the doorway. And so just like the old adage that action is always faster than reaction, meaning that I do something which is always going to be faster than you reacting to it, that's the same concept. That door pops open. Now the door is open, so now it's on me. Now I'm the one that's going to take the action. And then you, even though you know the door is open and I'm probably going to come out, you don't know when that's going to happen. So that's my opportunity to make that first action and make you react to it rather than As soon as the door opens and I appear, you already know that that's going to happen. So letting the door frame breathe, letting the threshold rather breathe before I go running through the doorway, especially when I'm by myself, is a concept that I want to talk to you guys about today. So hopefully you got something valuable from that. So again, understand I am not promoting clearing your house by yourself. It's not a great idea. That's why we have law enforcement. Get to your family. You can replace everything in your house. It's all just stuff as long as you and your family are in a room. So let's just say that too, by the way. So come back in here. So here's another little pro tip or bonus on this one. Here we are in our bedroom. If I did think somebody was in there and I could get my family into this room, I certainly would do so. So at that point, my family's in here safe. I can replace all my stuff. I'm not too worried about it. So where would I go in this room? I'm going to come over here. And when I say over here, I want you guys to remember what we just talked about. Even if I had, you know, I was a professional professional, I had training. When I make entry in this room, especially by myself, I can see most of this room except for that corner just by working around the threshold of the door, meaning that as I check things out in this room, right, I can see most of this area, even to right here. I can see from the apex of this door frame, most of this except for that blind corner. So you, as the person being the good guy, trying to protect your family, you would dig yourself into that corner over there. And that way, all I have to do as the good guy here is defend this doorway from that 90-degree angle, right? The hardest spot for anybody to get to, right? So when they come through this doorway, they have to find you they don't even know potentially what this room looks like, right? But you do. So you have one point, one position, one place to defend. That's the only place I'm going to come from is right here. So obviously you're going to have a huge advantage. So that's the other little tip I'll give you guys as far as protecting your family and staying safe at home. Hope you guys found something helpful from that. Again, threw up another Patreon video, so check that out if you want to get some more details on one-hand manipulation and open doors and whatnot. Again, I implore you guys, call law enforcement, do your thing, keep yourself safe. Nothing other than your family members are worth dying over. You know where to find us here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we also are on Rumble. We put all our premium stuff on Patreon. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.